Introducing Blaster. He looks like an innocent radio, but transformed, he's the powerful Autobot communicator.
Optimus Prime to Blaster! Watch out for Soundwave!
Robots in disguise.
Is Soundwave a best side? Blaster and Prime will stop him!
The Transformers.
The Transformers, each sold separately from Hasbro.
Those old commercials, man. They when it went, boy, let me see as the kids go. All right, kids, welcome back to another episode of the Capes and Lunatics. It's me, Phil, Justin the Owls here.
Woohoo!
And we're doing part 2 of our Marvel Transformers special.
Yes.
Which we loved as kids.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's jump in. All right, so last time we ended with issue 30. We're going to jump way ahead here.
Yeah, these are Phil's picks in this episode.
Yes. Yeah, I picked 5. The last 4 are like one big story, but yeah, we're going to jump to issue 45. So we've already, Prime is back. We've introduced the Headmasters.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we get? Oh yeah, we did get that UK reprint we were talking about. But yeah, 45. We're gonna get it. Where I'm gonna start with. It's kind of the return. It was the return of Circuit Breaker, who hadn't been seen in a while.
From Secret Wars 2.
And like we were saying last time, like her first full appearance was issue 9, and then she was she kind of shows back up. Like in around issue 22, 23, and then it
was for a couple issues, right? 20.
Yeah, because she was working with Rat, and they captured Autobots,
But then, you're right. After that, she was missing for quite a while.
Yeah, until this issue. Yeah, I mean, this issue. She had, like I think it was 23, and then she's not here again until 45. So.
Oh wow, a couple of years, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I almost feel like they kind of like they did it a little bit, but from like issue 9 to like issue 22, they kind of like want you to forget about her for a while, and then it's like, oh, she's back.
Yeah, here she is. I wonder if they had to use her sparingly for some reason.
I don't know, because Marvel had the rights.
Yeah, but you never saw much of her. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
But again, this is the strength of like when you let like the same writer write a book for years, where it's like, oh yeah, you don't want to get back to something for a year or two. Okay.
Yeah. And I had that action figure, by the way, that one with the skull.
Oh, Skullgrin, yeah.
Skullgrin, yeah. I had that one. I love that dude.
Pretenders, yeah.
Pretenders. It was so fun.
I love it's like, they look like the Decepticons look like monsters. The Autobots look like humans, but meanwhile they're the size of Transformers. So it's like
giant humans, yeah.
Yes, humans.
They're Nephilim.
I know. It's like you're not fooling anybody on Earth, kid. All right. So we're gonna jump all the way to issue 45. Monster Con from Mars. This was cover date October 1988. Writer Bob Budiansky, and then like the regular penciler took over after Don Perlin, Jose Delbo. Like I'd forgotten Jose Delbo because I think, oh god, what story were we talking about? What issue we were talking about? He did the art, and I'm like, that name sounds so familiar to me. Yeah, because I had read so much of the Transformer stuff he did.
Yeah, he was the regular penciler on this for, I think, right up until the end, right? Or just about.
I think at least until Simon Furman comes in here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At least until that, maybe a little longer, but because I'd forgotten he had been on here for a while. Yeah, I'd forgotten how long Don Perlin was on here.
Yeah, I love his stuff. I loved Jose Delbo.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic.
But it says, Jose Delbo breakdowns, finished art, Dave Hunt, colorist Nelson Yomtov still here, letterer Bill Oakley, editor Don Daly again, editor-in-chief Tom DeFalco. Look at this synopsis. On the set of a really, really bad alien monster movie, yes, kids, it said really twice. The FX monster suddenly shorts out and explodes. Director Raleigh Friendly isn't far behind, as this setback will cost him weeks of filming. In a meeting with his PR expert, Mitch Keno, later that day, Raleigh is looking for new ideas when Keno tunes him into a local broadcast by reporter Brad Emery related to the Transformers. The Autobot Skylynx is finally returning to Earth with his passengers, the human children nicknamed the Space Hikers. See issues like 35 through 44, kid. After settling down at a prearranged landing site, Skylynx releases his friends to their waiting parents. At first, Skylynx is willing to stick around, answer a few questions, and pose for pictures, but the anti-robot hysteria of some members in the crowd quickly turns it into a mob, and he is chased away into the sky. Keno's public relations standpoint is that even as the villain, robot monsters will not be good for business in movies anytime soon. Instead, he suggests that Raleigh check out a mysterious Bigfoot sighting from the Inquisitor. With nothing to do until his Creepazoid prop is fixed, Raleigh enlists a camera crew and his two stars, Jake Colton and Carissa Carr, to go creature hunting. After grabbing a local guide in North Carolina and slipping past the National Guard, Raleigh and company run right into the giant Skullgrin inside his organic shell. After a brief fight, Raleigh gets to talking with Skullgrin and offers to pay him in exchange for a movie deal. Thinking back, Skullgrin remembers that he was sent to Earth alone by his commander to establish a secret fuel depot for his Decepticon comrades. With this in mind, he makes the arrangement with Raleigh to be paid in fuel for his time. After squaring things over with the National Guard, Raleigh and company bring Skullgrin back to Hollywood for his big break. Skullgrin mania sweeps the country, and as just to his due role, Skullgrin prepares for his first live press conference. Things go a little crazy when the Fleshlings actually ask him questions, but Carissa manages to calm him down in a classic King Kong Beauty and the Beast moment. After the show, Carissa happens across a wheelchair-bound woman who is depressed about not seeing more of Skullgrin. So Carissa lets her in on a little secret. They'll be traveling to the Grand Canyon for more filming. As the shooting continues at the Grand Canyon, Raleigh calls a break and Skullgrin goes off to talk with Carissa. Once she confesses the sheer horror of her real name, Ethel Stankiewicz, Skullgrin feels the need to confide in her as well and removes his pretender shell for the first time. Unfortunately, the poor woman in the wheelchair, quote unquote, has followed them to the Grand Canyon and reveals herself as the robot-hating Circuit Breaker. As Skullgrin and Circuit Breaker begin to spar with one another, Raleigh catches sight of the battle and begins setting up cameras to catch it all on film. Skullgrin swipes his fleshling foe with his vibro saber and prepares to shrapnel blast her into oblivion. That sounds dirty. Till she manages to radio override his shell and turns it against Skullgrin. The shell's strike knocks his cannons off target, shattering the cliffside under Carissa's feet. While Raleigh just continues to roll film, the poor actress is about to fall to her death. Skullgrin is willing to let her as he feels betrayed by Carissa, telling Circuit Breaker where to find him. But Josie does her good deed for the millennium and tells him Carissa never did anything to harm him. As Skullgrin moves the actress to safety, Circuit Breaker overwhelms him with her electro bolts and is ready to move in for the kill when Raleigh yells that he'll pay her double bucks to kill Skullgrin on film for him. Momentarily more disgusted with her own race than the Transformers, Circuit Breaker fries Raleigh's equipment and takes off, leaving Skullgrin alive but injured at the bottom of the canyon. Thoughts?
I didn't remember this one very much. But yeah, this was fun. I've forgotten about Skullgrin Mania.
Yes, this was like one of the few
sweeping the nation.
It was almost like there was almost like a few fill-ins, like right after Prime comes back until he gets back to the Autobots on Earth and stuff. Yeah, this was one of the fill-ins. But yeah, like I said, it had been like it's like 22 issues since we've seen Circuit Breaker.
Yeah.
It's almost a full 2 years since we've seen Circuit Breaker.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was interesting because a lot of times, she would like go after Autobots, but yeah, now it's just her getting down with the Decepticon.
Yeah, that was nice. I liked that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said in the last episode, I always liked the universal threats that affected both factions.
Mm-hmm. Oh my lord, I love this under the notes. Artwork and technical errors. Skullgrin never once shuts his mouth.
Well, Skullgrin Mania, it refers to more than one thing. That is so funny.
Oh yeah, because last time we saw the Autobots of Earth, they were stuck on the moon. They're like, yeah, that's probably why that might be why they didn't like catch on to Skullgrin Mania.
Yeah,
they were repairing the arc on the moon.
Yeah, they were busy. That's so funny. Yeah, I had forgotten completely about that Skullgrin Mania. But I had another issue with Skullgrin in it. I think, and the other one, the one that looked like a purple iguana. I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah, they had showed up a few times. Yeah, I think issue 40 was the first time they like introduced the Pretenders.
Right, that's right. And then there was the bat guy. There was a bat-looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was. I mean, again, I guess Raleigh didn't really care as long as he got his movie. But it's like Skullgrin's like, yeah, wanted to like paid in like tanker trucks full of fuel, and it's like, why would Bigfoot want to like tanker trucks full of fuel?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. What's that about?
I'm looking at these notes here. Oh yeah, the implication is that Ethel Stankiewicz, like a number of real-world actors and Marvel Comics creators, has changed her name because it was Jewish, and you're not going to get ahead with a name like that.
Oh,
yeah, that was the implication. I didn't even catch that, but yeah, I guess that was the implication.
I would be more inclined to change it just to get the word stank out of it, but have you?
Mr. Friendly hopes his movie will be bigger than something called Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. Well, good luck with that. In 1988, 89.
Yeah.
What year was this one? 89?
This was 88. October 88 was the cover.
Yeah. So Star Wars was still the big thing. That was still the one to beat back then.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the sequel or the prequels yet.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say I wanted to talk a little bit about Circuit Breaker because we really didn't talk a lot of Circuit Breaker last time because that was a whole bag of hammers just with the rights and everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that you picked an issue with her.
Yes. Where was I? I was reading a little bit about this before. Did you know? I kind of had a feeling they were going to do this, but like later on in the series, they kind of like she's working with a bunch of like other like superhumans. Then what is it? Oh yeah, the Neo Knights.
Oh, I didn't read that.
Yeah. That's like towards like the end of like by like 68 or 69.
Oh yeah, I don't think I have any of those issues that late.
Yeah, they like three other superhumans, and I don't know if like GB Blackrock was trying to set them up or something.
Oh,
but no, I was reading about this whole thing this morning. I thought, were they gonna like try to spin them out of their own thing? I guess from what I was reading, they were saying like even after the series was ended, they were gonna like try to spin them off into their own thing, maybe even into the larger Marvel universe.
Okay.
And they were saying, oh, yeah, they were going to get past the Transformers thing by just saying, oh, yeah, that was just like some kind of simulation. They used the train, almost like a Danger Room program or something.
Oh.
Transformers thing. Yeah.
All right.
But then they
never materialized.
No, it never happened because they were saying, but then if the Transformers weren't a thing, it's like, well, what was her origin then? Circuit Breaker's origin, because, it was a shockwave attacking that, crippled her originally.
Right. Yeah, and that's not a simulation.
No. But interestingly, they were going to retcon it from what I was reading. Guess who was going to be behind the attack that crippled her then?
Dr. Doom.
No, they were calling for Ultron.
Ultron. All right.
Yeah, I was like,
Now
oh,
that would have worked.
then they would have. Then her and the others would have running into Avengers and stuff. Think about,
Ultron could have been trying to make her into the next Jocasta.
Or even just like Shockwave, like they didn't even know she was there. It's just like I'm attacking this plant for something else. So it's just,
right.
She basically just
I
got
like that. I like
Yeah.
that retcon. That's smart. Ultron, that's perfect.
Yeah, but that never happened.
Huh.
Which I don't understand, because again, that was still like early 90s. I thought they were they were throwing everything out there in the early 90s.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe they had the roster was too full. They couldn't cram anything else in there. Like, no, we've got Toxic Avenger, and that was all we can do this month.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed that Marvel ever did a Toxic Avenger comic book.
I know.
I still can't believe it.
They did a Beavis and Butthead comic. What are you talking about?
I know. It's wild.
It was Bob Budiansky requested that Circuit Breaker show up in Secret Wars 2 #3, which we just talked about not too long ago. Scroll down.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Published a month before her first appearance in Transformers 9, thereby allowing Marvel to claim ownership of the character. So Secret Wars 2 #3, came out a month before Transformers 9, so Marvel could get their rights.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing. It was deliberate.
But they talk about her talking to the Beyonder in those couple panels. But then Marvel later decided that Transformers didn't take place in their main universe, so the Circuit Breaker who appears in Secret Wars 2 is now considered a different incarnation of the character native to the Marvel universe. Which, again, they'd have to retcon her origin and everything, but they haven't used her since.
Yeah, I mean, they could always say that this isn't the 616 Earth. But all this Transformers and G.I. Joe crap is taking place. Like, this is another Earth.
Well, again, after those first couple issues with Spider-Man and that, I think that was kind of they kind of did that.
Yeah. They're like, this is... Pay no attention to that multiverse behind the curtain.
But the whole Neonites thing, they were saying, there were talks of spinning that out in a book. It was going to be Simon Furman and Andrew Wildman who did I think the last couple issues.
Oh, right, yeah.
This series, so
that would have been good. I would have read that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Especially after Transformers got canceled, I'm like,
yeah. There were fans that were hungry for new material. For a while there, it was a desert.
And like it even points out
Transformers stuff at all.
Exactly. And it's so funny because they even pointed out here, it's like, they went to all the trouble to get nailed down the rights to the Circuit Breaker, but then meanwhile, since this series ended, they haven't used her, so it's like, what was the point?
I know they went through all that trouble for. That's one of the things that bugs me is when they have characters that would work well and could be revamped to fit modern times, like Circuit Breaker could absolutely fit into a story today.
Oh yeah,
where they could have her be plugged into AI and the internet and all this crap. Like they could do all kinds of stuff with her now.
Oh yeah, all kinds of gadgets and upgrades.
Yeah, I don't get why they don't. There's a lot of characters that are just relegated to obscurity and completely forgotten about. Which is one of the reasons I love Jed McKay's Moon Knight so much. He was bringing back all these random characters like 8-Ball and the Midnight Mission and all this, and that Professor Sarnak, like all these random folks that people had forgotten about. I love that. That made me so happy.
That's like when we were doing the Quantum Zone, like me and Will were saying, it's like, we wanted a new Quasar series, but we're like, how about doing it like Mark Gruenwald did like early on? It's just like let's have a new Quasar series, have him explore and like meet up with like Marvel characters we haven't seen in a long time and kind of like rediscover some of these forgotten corners of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I love that.
And throw Circuit Breaker. And there, I was thinking about it today. If you wanted to revamp her origin, even if you don't want to do GB Blackrock, like make it Tony Stark.
Tony Stark, or
He could blame
Norman
himself.
Osborn or somebody. Yeah.
She worked for Stark when she gets injured. He blames himself, and
right.
like steals some of his like technology to make her.
She could be an ex-Stain International employee.
Oh.
There's all kinds of stuff they could do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that costume. It's just, again, it's literally tinfoil.
Yeah. I always thought that they took the inspiration for her from in Superman 3.
Yes.
When what's-her-face gets turned into the cyborg at the end.
Maybe. But I love it's like you can't throw any clothes over that. I mean, it's still touching your skin. You can't throw any clothes on Again, 80s, early 90s. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know. They were appealing to all sorts of tastes.
Well, I think you were the assumption was young boys were reading this.
Yeah.
We went in young boys reading this series. We came out as men.
Yeah. You can say that about a lot of comic books.
Oh yes. Especially anything by John Byrne. Half those women.
Oh, absolutely.
Leather outfits, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I think Circuit Breaker made more than one young man.
Rumpy Pumpy.
I'm surprised. If Ray didn't read this, I'm surprised he didn't read this. Covers like that.
Yeah, I bet he would like a lot of this Transformers stuff.
Oh yeah,
he loves those Predator comic books that we talk about.
Oh
on our
baby.
show, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a recommendation. We gotta. Oh, that'd be an episode. Tell him to read the 80 issues, and then once he's done, we like
all 80.
Interrogate him.
Binge it.
Exactly. Hey man, I binged like in a couple of days the first 50. Man,
yeah.
As much as I love these, yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, hit the button.
Oh, no problem. You disappeared.
I know. All those GoBots fans took me out.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to talk the next
Seacons?
Yes. Yeah. All right, kids. So just the next four. The ones I picked were 47 through 50, the Underbase Saga. And you may say, what's the Underbase? Well, you're about to find out.
You're about to find out.
Remember, boys, scrub the Underbase good.
Yeah.
Speaking of jump-starting adolescence into adulthood, there's
some bikinis for you.
We could have had Blaster on the cover battling the Seacons, but no, we went with the girl in the bikini.
That's right.
I'm surprised no one made the we're going to need a bigger boat joke in this. Or
yeah, I know, right?
All right. Oh, that's right. Starscream returns in this issue.
Yeah.
That's right, because in issue 19, Omega Supreme took out like him, Thundercracker, Skywarp. Was it Rumble and Frenzy? Maybe Buzzsaw. Yeah, and then they I guess the Autobots took them apart and just like stored them in boxes or crates in the Ark. And then in issue
was that what it was? They put them in boxes?
It seemed like it, because in issue 41, well, no one had seen them anywhere. And then issue 41, when the Autobots are on the moon, the Decepticons attack, and like they send the Constructicons to like break into the Ark, and they show them like just like loading crates into the back of one of them, and it's just like white crates, and there's everybody's name on them. Like there's a Starscream crate.
So funny.
I know.
Assemble with care.
So yeah, this is the first time we've seen Starscream since like issue 19, except for his box.
That's so funny.
I know. All right, so yeah, this starts with issue 47, Club Con, from December, cover date December 1988. Yeah, Buddy Ansky, Delbo. Yeah, I think we got the same team here. Optimus Prime and his advisors are puzzled over the Decepticons' latest scheme. Ratbat and his soldiers have converted their desert island headquarters into a tourist resort for humans called Club Con, even advertising it on television. It seems clear that this is partially to have an endless supply of human shields and or hostages to deter Autobot attacks. But Prime suspects there's more to it. He summons Blaster for a mission to investigate the island. Later in Portland, Oregon, Sparkplug with Wiki and Jesse are discussing how worried they are about his missing son Buster when Blaster drops in on them in an egg transport. Yes, they just pops open and this radio transforms. He has a plan to sneak into Club Con, but he needs a human owner to carry him in. Sparkplug is more than willing to jump at the chance to help find and free Buster, but Jesse gently reminds him that he's too old and ugly to fit in at a resort. Whoever writes these summaries on Transformers Wiki, bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Excellent job.
Yes. God, we got to do more Transformers issues just so I can read these. I love these.
Yeah, these are great.
Right, he's too old and ugly to hit it at a resort. She offers to take his place on the surveillance mission, and Blaster accepts. Even the giant mechanical robot's like, yeah, I'd rather see her in a bikini.
Yeah.
In the mechanical tower that sits just beneath the surface of Club Con, Ratbat is extraordinarily anxious about the success of their latest operation, as it has been issued from Imperial headquarters back on Cybertron. As Jesse and the disguised Blaster arrive on Club Con, they are greeted by the club's manager, Starscream. At the beach, Jesse leaves Blaster to his surveillance work and goes for a swim, out past the safety boys. Raquel Welch. Those aren't. I said, hand me the buoys. Though she runs into a school of sea cons patrolling the waters and sees them enter the mechanical construction underneath the island. Returning to the beach, she gathers up a recalcitrant Blaster in a waterproof baggie and takes him back down to the airlock she saw the sea cons enter earlier. Sneaking around, Jesse spots a human-sized door and enters it to find Buster held prisoner inside. Buster questions him about the Decepticons' plans, and Buster relates that what he has overheard. Several hundred years ago, the Autobots of Cybertron sent specially encoded information to Earth on a pair of mini-cassettes. The message craft was damaged on arrival, though, and the cassettes wound up in a pirate's treasure chest, only for that pirate ship to be sunk in the middle of the ocean. The Decepticons of Cybertron recently learned of this long-lost mission, and suspecting the value of the information, commanded Ratbat and the Decepticons of Earth to find that sunken treasure chest and the cassettes inside. Club Con is a blind to cover their salvage operation. Unable to break Buster free without revealing himself, Blaster promises to return when he can. On their way out, however, Jesse and Blaster spot the sea cons returning from the deep, having successfully uncovered the treasure chest. Against Blaster's recriminations, Jesse sneaks over and retrieves the cassettes right from under the Decepticons' olfactory sensors, while Snaptrap is praising his team's efficiency to Ratbat. When they notice the missing tapes, though, Ratbat immediately recognizes Jesse's water-dripping footprints as belonging to a fleshling and sends the Seacons to fetch. Back on dry land, Jesse is ready to catch the first plane out with Blaster, but the Seacons pop up onto the beach and begin ransacking through the crowd in order to find the cassettes. Blaster feels compelled to transform and protect the humans, but is quickly overwhelmed by the 6 Seacons. Out of necessity, he spits the cassettes back out into the water and transforms back into his smaller form in the confusion. Armed with the information, but not the cassettes themselves, Blaster leaves with Jesse and vows to return as soon as he can. Thoughts?
I love this one. This is one of the ones that you picked that I actually own. Because I have 47 and 49. And I think that I used to have 48 and 50. And maybe a couple of others, but I did lose some comics over the years from water damage or whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember picking this issue up at the time when it came out, specifically for the reason that it was the Seacons. because I had made it my personal quest that year because I had been collecting Transformers off and on as a kid for years. And I had always wanted to someday have a complete combiner, like the 5 or 6 that combine to create one large thing. Like I had gotten close to it with a couple of other ones, but this was back in the day, listeners, when there was no eBay. So, and there were no you couldn't find stuff like this, Generation 1 Transformers at yard sales or thrift stores or things like that, but there were no collectible stores.
Step 1, you had to find a store with all of them. Step 2, you had to convince your parents to buy all 5 or 6 of them.
Exactly, all at once. Yeah. I'll do chores for the rest of the year, I swear to God. Yeah, but usually what would happen is I would get just maybe 1 or 2 figures shy of creating the entire combiner robot. And that summer, I remember I asked my parents, I said, I'll do extra stuff, whatever you want, but I want these Seacons. I want to be able to make Piranhacon. I want to be able to do it. And I did. I accomplished that goal by the end of that summer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it took me forever to do it, but I eventually assembled Piranhacon. And I was so proud. I kept him assembled for a long time and had him out on my desk, just kind of standing vigil over my desk with a sword. But yeah, I love the Seacons. I loved the whole look of those robots. I thought the colors were cool. I just liked the concept of these aquatic Decepticons. Really cool.
Plus, they're freaks. Look at that cover. He's about to bite that ass.
You're right. You're going to take a chomp out of her.
Seacock.
And I just love this Jose Delbo art.
Oh,
I have to say that. It's like a serotonin boost whenever I see it automatically. I just love it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love Don Perlin's too, but if you when I picture Blaster in my head from this series, it's this Jose Delbo art. Yeah.
Yes. And for me, it's Starscream.
Mm.
He draws like a definitive Starscream for me.
Oh,
something about it, like the face and he's just mastered it.
I think most of the Transformers, if not all the issues I got, were off the. I know I definitely remember getting this off the spinner rack.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it was the Seacon thing. I was like, oh, there's that shark dude. I'm picking that up. The problem was I didn't collect this with any regularity, only because I was collecting so many other ones in 88, 89, 90. There was a ton of comics I was getting into. So
yeah, Transformers was kind of towards the top of my list. So if I saw it, I'm like, okay, if it's a choice between Transformers and something else, I'm probably gonna get Transformers.
Pick that over West Coast Avengers or something like that.
I think at this point it was like Transformers, Spider-Man, maybe Batman
or Superman or something.
Yeah.
Batman, my favorite character.
That's right.
Gotcha. But yeah, no. That was the other annoying thing. One of the spinner racks I'd go to was in a local grocery store chain, and they would put price tags on the cover.
Oh, I hate that. So
I became very adept at trying to peeling them off very carefully.
Yeah, that's tough though.
I know, yeah.
That used to burn my ass, and people would put stickers on the cover. What are you doing that for? And when I would get them for a gift, people would put stickers over the price, they wouldn't want me to know how much to spend. I'm like, oh heavens, you spent 75 cents on this for me. My God, how will I ever?
I mean, I think that the good thing was I think they put the price tags on it because this grocery chain, they would discount the comics, so they'd be a couple cents less. You know, they might. Like this one was
still.
$1, they might sell it for like 80 cents or something like that.
Yeah,
but I'm just
I
like,
don't know, man. That's
just
weird.
just surprised me at the register. Don't put the
You don't need to mar the cover of these things.
All right, you ready to move on?
Yes, 48.
Yes, we're gonna find out what this information is, and we're gonna have a little flashback here. Again, a little deceptive cover here. The return of Megatron in a flashback.
Yeah, sort of.
Yes.
The return, sort of.
I think it was like another year before he'd returned.
Yeah, he kept that going for a while.
That was the another big shock. It's like, yeah, Megatron disappeared in an exploding space bridge in 25. Then he doesn't show back up until what is it, like 57 or 58 something?
Yeah, I know it was after 50.
Yeah, it's closer to 60. I'm like, wow,
it's wild. Yeah.
Or no way. Even the animated series is either Megatron or Galvatron. But
Galvatron, they had one of the two. Yes.
All right. So issue 48 for cover date January 1989. The Flames of Boltax. Bob Badiansky, I think got the same team here. Buster Witwicky finds himself chased by strange creatures through an alien landscape. He suddenly takes a laser blast to the chest, only to find no damage has been done at all. A moment later, Rat-Bat and the Decepticons rematerialize around him. It seems they had developed a new full-sensory holographic projection system called Real Vision and needed a guinea pig to test it. Starscream announces they are now prepared to review the Autobot tapes, which captures Buster's attention. Of course, Rat-Bat sends him back to his cell instead of letting him observe. Rat-Bat and Starscream activate the Real Vision and find themselves holographically present on Cybertron more than 4 million years ago, near the dawn of the Cybertronian Civil Wars. They witness a convoy of Autobots consisting of the Triggerbots and Lieutenant Commander Optimus Prime of the Autobot 4th Computerized Division. Prime, it seems, has come up with the idea of enlisting the aid of High Circuit Master Boltax and his vast font of knowledge in the hopes that it can be used to end the war before it grows out of control. The Triggerbots question this, knowing it will violate a neutrality agreement and could escalate the war, but Prime thinks it's worth the risk. As the Autobots negotiate their way through several traps on the road to Boltax, they remain unaware that Megatron and the Triggercons, seeing the neutrality agreement is now off, are dogging their every move. Back in the real world, Buster uses the time-honored air shaft trick to break out of his cell in order to get a look at what's on the tapes. In Real Vision, Optimus Prime and his soldiers approach Boltax's Temple of Knowledge. The Circuit Master's disciples allow Optimus alone to pass through and see Boltax. The Circuit Master does not offer Prime any direct aid, but instead instructs him to seek what he's looking for inside the Underbase. As each Transformer mind carries a database, the Underbase is said to be a collection of knowledge that underlies all databases.
There we go.
Yes. Buster enters the Real Vision scenario just as Optimus Prime begins to bathe in the light of the Underbase, and Megatron blasts his way in through Boltax and the disciples. Confronted by Megatron, Optimus Prime informs his enemy that the knowledge and power of the Underbase is too much for any one being to possess. Megatron blows Optimus Prime away and heads toward the Underbase. Badly injured, Optimus manages to manipulate the temple's controls and launch the Underbase on a never-ending course through space instead of letting Megatron claim it. While he's full of shame, Rat-Bat notes that this is what made his career, is keeping the Underbase away from Megatron. With the Real Vision over, Rat-Bat and Starscream review what they've learned and recognize the power of the Underbase is not a myth, as it is generally thought in the present. What's more, Soundwave informs them that the course calculations within the cassettes tell the Underbase will be passing through Earth's solar system within a week's time. Rat-Bat and Starscream both begin to scheme on how to capture the power of the Underbase for themselves, though Starscream does show more rare discipline by using his inner monologue instead of broadcasting his treachery for everyone to hear. As Blaster prepares to sneak off and try to warn the Autobots, He runs headfirst into a wall when it's discovered by the Decepticons. All right, I know you didn't read this one, but it's just so funny because as Starscream and Ratbat are watching this, every time Megatron does something, Starscream's like, "You idiot! You idiots! Do this!" Talking about it, and then he's talking about how he hates like Megatron, but then like Prime's about to fall in their trap, and Starscream's like, "Oh, the other guy I hate worse than Megatron. Prime's about to get it."
Oh, that's great.
So funny, but yeah, most of it's like a flashback just to like tell you what the Underbase is. And,
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
I don't think I had this issue actually. I think I missed this one because I was at the mercy of the spinner racks those days, and the magazine store.
Oh man, we were getting
the bookstore.
We were getting ripped off here because I know last issue 47 it said they started reducing page count, like I guess story page count. Because
really?
last issue it went from like 22 to 20. This one they're saying it went from 20 to 18.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, they did padding the rest out with ads.
Maybe some ads. I think. They did do.
Oh.
I know at some of these they did do in the back instead of like a backup, they did like some of those like Transformer Universe styles, like profiles. Yeah.
Yes, I forgot to mention that in the last issue there were three of them in 47 in the back of that one.
Yeah, it looks. Oh yeah,
I liked those.
That's why it's 18 instead of 20 because there's five in this one. It looks like. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Brainstorm, Chrome Dome, Crosshairs, Hardhead, and Searchlight. Yeah.
Hardhead.
I know. Some of these names are so weird. There was one Decepticon. Is it I can't remember if he's a headmaster or not, but it's like he transforms into like a mechanical ape, so his name's Ape Face.
Yeah, that's right, Ape Face. Yeah. I think that was in the last issue.
I'm like, I don't know if that's like a shitty name or it sounds like a slur, but I mean it's something.
I know some of the names were hilarious, like Crankshaft.
I know.
Ramrod. I was like, What are you doing?
Are these dirty sounding Transformer names, or are we trying to summon Lilith Hellfire with a spell?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay, cool. Like there's a panel in this issue where like Soundwave doesn't have his usual mouth; he just has a regular mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how strange.
But I guess like in the it had to be a mistake, but then they're saying when IDW reprinted it, they must have given him his normal, mouth plate thing.
Okay. Weird.
I know. I think people just forgot sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's some more Transformer names for you. Overbite, Dogfight, Mechanable.
Mechanable. Wasn't there a horrid?
Yes, yeah. Because he was in one of these. Yeah, it's like HORRI.
And then hyphen
bull.
Yeah, horrible. Yeah,
like turned into a bull. Yeah,
I love it so much. It's the best.
Oh, jeez,
it's the best.
Oh yeah, that's a whole episode by itself. It's just like the shittiest Transformer names.
One of the funniest ones.
Yes,
we could do a whole episode on those.
The dirtiest sounding.
Yeah.
I mean, just the description headmasters itself could be,
right?
Taken the wrong way.
Yeah.
Sounds like something over Lilith's hard drive. Geez.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, let's get to 49. Decepticon fight Decepticon.
Decepticon Civil War.
And Starscream scheming.
Yep.
All right, Transformers 49 from cover date February 1989. Cold War, because they're in the Arctic.
Yeah.
All right, I think we got the same team here. Having moved their base to the cold Arctic after the Club Con debacle, Rat-Bat and his Decepticons respond to an incoming intruder alert signal. Oh yeah, that's right. As the Seacons form Piranacon and begin shaking the arriving starship, Starscream flies in and tells the Combiner robot to stop what he's doing and let his ship down gently. That's right, because there was two factions of Decepticons at this point. Yes.
Yeah.
Good thing too, because yes, as soon as he does, Scorponok and his Decepticon headmasters file out, and they are not in the best of moods. Starscream explains that Scorponok contacted him some weeks ago about the prospect of working together against the Autobots. With Club Con active at the time, Starscream asked Scorponok's crew to keep their distance for the time being. It seems once the club folded, Scorponok tracked a signal beacon that Starscream had set up for them, since humans were no longer an issue. Starscream claims to have simply forgotten to inform Rat-Bat during the shuffle moving in. In a whispered aside, he also tells Rat-Bat that he couldn't have warned Scorponok off any longer without making him suspicious, despite how critical the time is in their plans for the underbase. As both commanders' hackles are already raised, things don't get any more pleasant when Scorponok reveals that he and his troops are part puny fleshling, something Rat-Bat finds infinitely distasteful. Back in the Caribbean, Optimus Prime and Blaster are accompanied by Spike and Fortress Maximus in a futile search for the Decepticons' island base. The search for Buster Witwicky and the threat of the underbase weigh heavily on all three Autobots. In the Arctic, Starscream has been escorting the Decepticon headmasters on a highly censored tour of their base. During the tour, he stops in on Buster Witwicky and openly informs the flesh creature that he is scheduled for immediate termination. Naturally, Buster speaks up about how they're only killing him because he overheard about the underbase. Even though Starscream tries to stop him from talking, the topic really quickly catches Scorponok's attention. After Starscream reluctantly, quote-unquote, pleads the fifth on the subject, Scorponok goes stomping off to confront Rat-Bat. Giddy with evil glee, Starscream thanks Buster for helping set his plan in motion before gathering up the boy for his last fight. Rat-Bat and Scorponok exchange harsh words with each other over the underbase and the inherent value of fleshlings, at which point Scorponok stalks off to leave with his headmaster entourage. Rat-Bat sends the Predacons to stop his departure, and events proceed naturally from there. The rest of Scorponok's troops foul out of their Star Cruiser, and the battle is joined. In the meantime, Starscream prepares to abandon Buster on the Arctic ice shelf. As a parting gift, he leaves Buster a small communication beacon that, when triggered, will send a powerful homing pulse directly to the Autobots. Buster quickly realizes exactly what Starscream intends. To gather the Autobots so close to the Decepticon base would only serve as a uniting force to bring Rat-Bat and Scorponok's crew together and slaughter the Autobots. Still, Buster realizes that he'll die otherwise, and only the Autobots can possibly stop Starscream from stealing the underbase for himself. As Starscream flies into Scorponok's now empty Star Cruiser and commandeers it, Buster reaches over to press the beacon.
Cliffhanger ending.
Thoughts?
I love this one because of the whole concept of Decepticon versus Decepticon.
Oh, yeah.
And you have these two factions, Rat-Bat and Scorponok. Like, who would have imagined these two? Like, you would always think, oh, it's Megatron versus Soundwave, or like, Shockwave versus whoever. But no, it's Rat-Bat and Scorponok.
I know. It's
down over this.
Try to keep count of how many leaders the Decepticons have had in this series.
Yeah.
And they'll get more.
Funny.
And they'll get more.
Yeah. It's the tried and true rule that if supervillains spent more time working together instead of fighting each other, they would probably vanquish their opponents.
Oh yeah, I mean it makes sense. They like these evil robots. It's like, yeah, constantly trying to stab each other in the back and take it.
Yeah. Whereas if they worked as a cohesive unit
Mm-hmm.
and worked as a team, then
It almost
they might be more successful, but
I
they
know.
never manage it.
It almost feels a shame that it's like Starscream never got at least like a little bit of time to lead the Decepticons in this series. Just
Yeah.
to see what he would do, and then either Megatron comes back or somebody just like knocks him out. Then it's just like no.
Yeah. We never got to see much of that. Yeah, it's weird.
No. Like I said, I mean, Starscream was out of the series for he was another one. He was out for like 20 some issues. It's
right. Yeah.
Like over a fourth of the series. There's no Starscream.
It's so odd, isn't it?
Yeah. I know. I mean, again, unless that was just like Bob Budiansky, and I don't think Simon Furman really had to deal with like, oh hey, I got to introduce new toys. But I think yeah. At that point, I think they were kind of past that. But I mean, at least Bob Budiansky, maybe that's just his way of like, I need room to introduce. The toy company expects me to introduce all these new characters. So.
Well, I wondered if that's kind of what they were doing, because it looked like in this issue, like there are a few Decepticons that died. Like it looked like Tantrum got ripped apart by Scorponok, and a couple of other ones got messed up. So I thought, what are they like clearing the decks here, or what? They're going to introduce some new Decepticons to replace these old ones with, or what? And I see this panel here in the middle of page, which page is it, 20, where I see what you're saying about Soundwave. They show his face without the plate. Yeah, it's so weird. And that vampire dude is killing him. He says, "You taste good, Soundwave, but I see one who will taste even better, Ratbat." And then he blasts him.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Transformer vampire. It's like drinking their fuel or whatever.
Yeah, drinking their energon. That's crazy.
Oh my god! Yeah. Even this article has probably maybe the best moment of the issue when let me get the names right. When Rampage rips off Ape Face's arm, and Ape Face just picks his own arm up and uses it.
Yeah, and hits him with it. Yeah, I love that. Old Ape Face
rips his arm off. Like, all right, I still use it.
Yeah. I love the Predacons too.
Yes.
Like my top 3 are the Seacons, the Predacons, and the Terracons. Those 3 groups are my jam.
Yeah, in this series, the Predacons were basically the ones who took out Megatron.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. OG Predacons.
Shockwave brings them to Earth and like pretend to be Autobots and just take out Megatron.
Yeah. He knew they could do it.
All right, and my last thought is like, Starscream steals Scorponok's ship. Who left the keys in the ignition? Come on.
Yeah, somebody's going to get fired for that one.
I guess you don't expect to get carjacked in the Arctic.
Well, yeah. You never know, though.
And that cover, what's that medallion Buster's wearing around his neck?
I don't know. Did they explain that in the issue, what that's about?
No, never.
Oh,
I know what patron saint that is, but he ain't protecting you.
I thought it was like some signal device for the Autobots, like some.
No,
weird.
It looks like he just jumped out of a page from the 70s or something.
Groovy, man.
Yeah, it had something to do with the story, but I don't think it has absolutely nothing to do with the story. I mean, unless someone just wanted to draw it. I'm just like,
that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks too plain. He's just wearing a green T-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just a necklace like that, you'd think that has something to do with the story, but no.
Put something on the T-shirt, like
Club Con.
Club Con, yeah.
I mean, it would have made sense. He's been their prisoner for a while.
Yeah.
You're like, here.
Or they could have put old Snake's picture on it from that that crossover episode with the Transformers and G.I. Joe where they had old Snake in there.
Or it's a Marvel comic. Put a Marvel character on this.
Yeah, Spider-Man or
Yeah.
Fantastic Four logo.
All right, you ready to get to issue 50?
Yeah, the big conclusion.
Yes, which I believe was like the first. I think it's only the first of 2 oversized issues. I think this series only had 2 oversized issues. I think it was this one in 75. I think.
Oh, 75. That makes sense.
I think, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
the last issue was regular. It's not the last issue. All right.
Yeah, I think I did used to have this one, but no longer. Yeah.
And Optimus Prime is back in the the corner box.
There he is. It's triumphant return.
All right, so yeah, see, it's an extra size. It's a whole $1.50. Oh my God! Whoever's writing these synopses, I need to meet you. Because I guess it's literally the title. It says Starscream kills the Marvel Transformers universe, but before Starscream, it has Fred Hembeck crossed out, the Punisher crossed out, Deadpool crossed out.
I love it.
I know. All right, Transformers number 50, Dark Star, cover date March 1989. I think we got our same team here. Prologue. Out in the vacuum of space, the Underbase travels ever closer to Earth. It is so powerful that it's merely grazing the atmosphere of a planet will extinguish all life upon it. Chapter 1. On Earth, the aerial bots are the first to respond to the alert beacon triggered by Buster Witwicky. Seeing the responsible party, they quickly radio back to the Ark and Fortress Maximus. A full Autobot response battalion arrives within a matter of minutes. Spike is reunited with his brother, only to find him on the brink of death. He places Buster within a healing unit in Fortress Maximus's chest to fight off the effects of exposure and frostbite. As the Autobots gather their wits enough to question the situation at hand, though, they are treated to a full-scale Decepticon attack as Ratbat and Scorponok have detected their approach. The following battle is quick and merciless and comes to a stop only when Ratbat ends up confronting Fortress Maximus and his own former prisoner, Buster. Buster outlays what Starscream told him before departing and makes Ratbat see reason before putting his feud with the Autobots on hold until the larger issue can be dealt with. The various faction leaders agree to work together and make a space-worthy craft to hunt down Starscream. Chapter 2. At the edge of space, the most treacherous Decepticon of all leaves his star cruiser to bathe directly in the... Do I really have to say his name? Directly in the light of the Underbase's powerful knowledge and knowledgeable power. Before he absorbs much, however, he is blasted out of the way by Optimus Prime, manning the guns on the island starship. Unfortunately, that momentary exposure was enough to supercharge Starscream, and he manages to grab hold of the entire star cruiser he stole and tosses it straight through the island ship, leaving the combined armies crippled and stranded in space, and the Decepticons in particular without any means of star travel from then on. Chapter 3. For some reason, Starscream chooses to let them live, drifting helplessly in the vacuum of space. He also chooses to return to Earth and attack it instead of chasing down the Underbase to fulfill his lust for power. He also announces in advance the exact set of cities he plans to assault. Clearly, the knowledge part of the Underbase takes a while to set in. Optimus Prime enacts Plan B and summons the Ark to pick them up and speeds back to Earth, ahead of Starscream. As the factions begin splitting into teams to cover Starscream's previously identified destinations, Optimus makes the stunning announcement that he will stay aboard the Ark and not confront Starscream. The Decepticons quickly dismiss this as pure cowardice and leave for Earth in disgust. In New York City, Tokyo, and Buenos Aires, Autobots and Decepticons alike confront Starscream one after another and in groups, but ultimately he slaughters them all. The only difficulties he runs into are the pretenders and those who are binarily bonded, as the organic outer shells and bonding prove somehow resistant to his destructive energies. As the battles continue, both Ratbat and Scorponok become suspicious that Optimus Prime's alleged cowardice might actually be greed to capture the Underbase for himself and abandon their respective battles to return to the Ark and confront him. Aboard the Ark, Optimus Prime and High Q are guarding Buster Witwicky while constructing a rocket with reflective panels designed to catch the Underbase and change its course. Buster makes the mistake of radioing his brother during the battle, though, and Starscream realizes the potential threat an absent Optimus Prime poses to him. He takes off for space to intercept the Autobot leader and the Ark. Chapter 4. Ratbat and Scorponok arrive on the Ark and confront Prime. After Scorponok blasts Prime and annihilates Ratbat, goodbye Ratbat, he heads off to reach the redirected Underbase on his own. Optimus manages to replace his Power Master engine in time to go after Scorponok and physically drags the two of them out of the Underbase's path. Starscream arrives just in time for the Underbase to hit him instead of Earth. The combined power of the Underbase mutates Starscream until he is overwhelmed with power and is obliterated. In the aftermath, Optimus Prime explains to Scorponok that he learned his lesson about the Underbase millions of years ago. He arranged for the reflector rocket and for Buster's ill-timed radio message to Fortress Maximus in order to lure Starscream back out into space, where he would surely try to take all the Underbase's power and destroy himself. The Cybertronian leaders part in peace, but Scorponok makes it clear that the war will begin anew tomorrow. All right, thoughts?
I vaguely remember this one.
Yes.
Yeah, so Ratbat got blasted in this. Did he return after this?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. If he did, it wasn't until like the end
Towards
of
the end.
There was a few people who showed up toward the end of the series, but yeah, for the most part, he's out for the rest of the series.
I remember being bummed by that. I was like, no, not Ratbat. Come on now. That's crazy. What are you going to get rid of him for?
Look, there's a list of Transformers that appears in this issue.
Oh, that's right. So funny.
Oh, there was a few here. I was mad that like Starscream took out like Blaster and basically blows up Goldbug.
I thought for sure that they would all return, like it was just for this issue.
Well, eventually a lot of them do. Like Goldbug, when he returns as a Pretender, as Bumblebee again. Grimlock, Pretender, yeah.
Right.
Jazz, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't very long. But yeah, I remember that was really surprising the first time I read that.
Well, I think
what the hell is Starscream doing?
Oh God, he eventually comes back. I can't remember how long it takes to see. Is he one of the ones? Maybe. I think Megatron tries to like make some of his own Pretenders, and I don't know if that's how he heals Starscream or something.
Is that when?
That's like when Megatron returns.
Don't they like get fused? Like,
oh yeah, that's the story. Yeah, where like Ratchet like tackles them through a portal and it like shuts like prematurely. Yeah, then when they're able to because Prime goes looking for Ratchet, when they drag him out, yeah, they're fused together.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
because they got stuck in this like closing portal. Yeah.
It's crazy stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Oh yeah, some of these names are good. These, especially the Decepticons. Hun, Hun / Grr, Grr.
Yes, he was one of the Terracons. I've got the figure of that dude. Yeah.
Ripper Snapper.
Yeah, another Terracon.
Headstrong. Nautilator. One of the Predacons. Is that one of the Predacons? Nautilator.
I think that's one of the Seacons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Seacons. Yeah. And again, one of the Seacons. It does sound dirty, doesn't it? Snaptrap.
Snaptrap. That was the turtle. Snapping turtle.
Slug Slinger. Ooh. Okay, only one L, but Tentakill.
Oh yeah, he's one of the Seacons too. He's the octopus.
Overbite. Weird Wolf. Oh yeah, Horrible's on here.
Horrible. So good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I like this one because it was like an extra long story, and they probably cram more Transformers into this issue than any other one done since up to this point.
Yeah, it was a pretty epic battle.
It was, but like I said, some of them getting taken out. I was like, man,
I know. They need to do something for shock value.
Especially some of the ones from the first couple early issues, like who had been like damaged for a while were finally back, and then Starscream again, like guys like Prowl and the Hound. Yeah, I'm like, man, they just came back.
And I was just getting used to the idea of Rat-Bat being a formidable force to be reckoned with. And then he's shooed right out of there. I didn't like that.
Again, man, it's rough, man. Holding on to that Decepticon command.
Yeah.
I mean,
worse than the Targaryen dynasty in the George R.R. Martin books.
I mean, we're at issue 50. There's going to be 30 more issues, and we've already had Megatron, Shockwave, Rat-Bat, Scorponok.
Yeah.
God, and then there was like a 2-part story on Cybertron when we introduced like Blaster and a couple of them in 17 and 18, and there was like a guy, Lord Straxus or whatever. Yeah,
Straxus.
Yeah.
Who's the one from the Headmasters that tries to take over the Decepticons? Do you remember that guy?
Well, I know. Well, Scorponok is bonded to, what is it, Lord Zarak or something?
Oh, I thought there was another one.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Decepticons have a rotating leadership. At least you can say with the Autobots, they only had like 1 or 2.
Yeah, and again, it makes sense. Like the evil ones, yeah, they're like stabbing each other in the back constantly, trying to gain power.
Yeah.
Because again, you're gonna have at least 1 or 2 more before the series is over.
Yeah. See, what they should have done this whole time is they should have had Rat-Bat leading, Soundwave with all of his cassettes, the entire roster of the Insecticons, the entire roster of the Predacons, the entire roster of the Seacons, and the entire roster of the Terracons, and then form all of those into their respective combiners, and they could have mopped it up. But nope.
Soundwave was so funny. I mean, at least in this series, it seems like anytime anyone got like the upper hand and became like the leader of the Decepticons, he's like, "What are your orders, Commander?"
Yeah, it's always number 2. Always number 4. Poor Soundwave never got his. He's another underdog that never got his.
I don't know if he wanted it. It was basically just like, yeah, I'll stay number 2. Whoever's in charge, fine, whatever. But I'll just stay number 2 guy.
Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, some people don't want to be in charge. I get it. I wouldn't want to be in charge either, especially the Decepticons. You kidding me?
Oh yeah, that's
like a terrible job.
That's how you get stabbed in the back.
Exactly. You better update your life insurance policy if you're taking charge of that mess.
I mean, worst job is if you work for the U.S. government.
Exactly. Even shorter life expectancy there.
All right, before I forget, I do want to read the feedback we got from Daniel Collins.
Oh yes,
who I believe he was sending us feedback for the Energon stuff. So
yeah,
but yeah, nothing too
hear from him again.
But he did email and said, "Hello everyone, I love the original Marvel Transformers comics. I've been a fan and collector of Transformers toys since I was a kid in the 80s. And the comics were something I was late to, but once started reading them, I fell in love." Agreed.
Yeah.
Including being a kid in the 80s.
Absolutely. It was a good time.
I mean, there's enough different like different versions of the Transformers, like other people get into it, but I'd say like the hardcore, like, G1 and this comic series. I mean, again, if you're a kid in the 80s, I think that's...
Yeah.
Those are the hardcore fans.
Absolutely. And it was easy back in the 80s to branch out into the comics because they were ubiquitous. You had them in the spinner racks, you had them in the gas stations, you had them in the bookstores, in the magazine aisles, you had them all over the place.
Yep.
And so, of course, a kid would be like, oh, look, a Transformers comic book. I just got a Transformer for Christmas.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to read this. Same thing with G.I. Joe. Same thing with Masters of the Universe.
Or I watched the cartoon, and
Exactly.
comic.
Yeah, I watched the cartoon last night. And then you had all the other ones like Visionaries. Do you remember that one?
Vaguely, I really didn't watch much of that, but yes, I do remember the Visionaries.
Well, let me tell you something. That we should hunt you down those comic books sometime.
All right, yeah.
Because that's the first time I remember seeing the art of Mark Bagley.
Oh, really?
He does all 6 issues at some of his earlier start, and Jerry Conway is writing the scripts.
Oh,
so those are solid gold, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then
they only did 6 issues of Visionaries, but yeah, those come highly recommended from your pal the Owl.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of those things only lasted a few issues, but
yeah, well, especially those toy franchises.
Oh yeah,
like there was. Do you remember there was another one called Animax that lasted? It was like vehicles. They were trying to do like these weird vehicle things that lasted 4 issues. They were just doing whatever back then.
You ever hear of remember Centurions?
Yes, Centurions.
I think
Air Raiders.
Yeah, I think Centurions. I think was it DC? They got like 3 issues or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Mask.
Yeah, the Mask. The Mask.
I think it did have a comic book.
Okay.
Because back in the 80s, listeners, Marvel had an imprint called Star Comics, in which they published like kid-friendly stuff. So there was Masters of the Universe, there was Heathcliff, there was
Marvel and DC. I think both got Masters of the Universe at some point.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did.
It's like Star Trek. Yeah.
But I thought that was cool that they had that line for kids.
Oh yeah. What was that Rod Friend said at one point? Star Comics were outselling Superman.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I love that.
I mean, good for Star Comics, but
yeah, bad for Superman. But
here, number one, depending on the area, our number 1 or number 2 guy is getting outsold by Star Comics. I'm sure there's like adults who weren't reading Star Comics. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No. I had lots of fun with this. Yeah.
But yeah, we should definitely come back here and like maybe just do random issues. Or again, there's 30 more issues in this series. I mean,
absolutely, we could keep going till the end because I haven't read a lot of those.
Yeah, like I said, they kind of like I was talking about. Was that this episode? The whole circuit breaker thing that kind of gave her a little team, but
yeah,
nothing really came of that after this series.
I'm gonna read some more of that stuff.
Yeah. All right. So send us your thoughts. Again, I know we want to like get back at some point to some of that Energon universe stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
So send us your thoughts. And again, if there's any
involved.
Oh yeah. We definitely gonna do a live watch of the movie. But if there's any specific Marvel Transformers stories you want us to cover or the Energon universe stuff, email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow us on pretty much all social media, including TikTok and Reddit now. Help support us by buying merch at TeePublic and Spring. And of course, Little Hellfire's favorite method, just rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
We need the money. Gimme.
And of course, the Patreon, where again, not only do you get at least one exclusive uncensored episode every month, but all of our regular episodes, you get early access to them. Like if you're listening to this on the regular podcast, you could have had this episode early. And again, the best value for your money. You can suggest topics for us to discuss. So it is the only safe way improving. The only safe way to tell Lilith Hellfire what to do. So go subscribe now.
I don't like a turtleneck.
You know what she's talking about, kids.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So go right now. Go subscribe to that patreon.com/CapesandLunatics.
Fucking crazy.
Was that a Predacon? Oh my gosh.
Terracon.
a C-Con.
Yes.
Seacock.
All right. So if you need more Justin the Owl, and you know you do, go check him out on the Lost Library of Legends.
Yes. Once I have successfully kicked the rest of this plague that I've been dealing with for the last 2 weeks, I will be recording some new episodes of the Lost Library of Legends. And later this month, we're in March now, I will be unveiling the debut episode of Luminosity, the Dr. Light podcast, which Phil is joining me on later on in the year on some episodes which we have already pre-recorded.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going back to the 90s here, bitch.
Yeah. And the 80s too, a little bit.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I've never felt so powerful, so invincible.
Check him out on Predator and Prey with some crazy.
That's right. Yeah, me and Ray have relaunched Predator and Prey. We just put out a new episode.
Hello there, my friends.
I love the Chris Hansen style intro for Predator and Prey.
Oh, it's so good. Yes.
I
love that.
All right, and if you want to know all about Dick Grayson from Robin the Nightwing, go check out Kristen's book, Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. Again, not only will you learn something, but you will help support an educator. Yeah. And as we record this right now, it is her birthday. So yes, go give Kristen.
Yes, happy birthday, Kristen.
Birthday present, and go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder on Amazon.
Maybe we can convince her to do volume 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, and my birthday's coming soon, so yes, go follow me all over social media at PodfatherPhil, and you can buy PodfatherPhil t-shirts too.
Yes.
Along with our
brand new.
Else. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, kids, thank you for joining us for our 2-part Transformers special here. All right, for another episode, we have been your Capes,
Lunatics.
Yeah. All right. Next episode we'll be doing our next Electric Superman episode. So
yeah,
I believe the ladies will be back. So
nice.
And if he's free, we might even get a Tyler if he's free. So yes, that was pretty packed house next time for Electric Superman Part 3.
Always a good time there.
Got some Daredevil episodes coming up for the show will be debuting at the end of the month, including a Chichester chat.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Because remember, we're always more than meets the eye.